just wanted to talk a little bit about preparation for drying herbs. You could dry flowers too, but for drying herbs in particular, I grow more than I need during the season. I'm going to want it later on, either for food or medicine. And I really enjoy the look of hanging herbs in the house, but in a moisture-controlled environment, that's great. But for me, the summer humidity makes it hard to really do a good job drying herbs. So I use a dehydrator. A dehydrator removes much of the moisture, not 100%, but most of the moisture, and then you're able to store your herbs for the better part of a year, ideally in a jar that's sealed with an oxygen absorber or a moisture absorber. So today I prepared on these trays. These are plastic trays that go in my Excalibur Dehydrator. They have this little screen on top so things that are smaller don't go through. And I'm prepping them for drying oregano. So I'm harvesting oregano today. I'm going to get a whole bunch of it before it flowers. The very act of trimming off the tops of these will promote even more growth, so I will get bushier and bushier oregano plants. So this is my first drying of the season in the Excalibur. We're going to go to the actual dehydrator and take a look at the rest of what I do. It's super simple. So this is the Excalibur food dehydrator. There are lots of dehydrators on the market, but I like this one. It's a little more expensive, but I like it for a couple of reasons. One is that it holds up to 9 trays, and 2, I can control the temperature for what I'm dehydrating, and I can control the time because there's a timer. Herbs have to be dried at no more than 100 degrees, and I like to control how long they're in the dehydrator. And that timer shuts off when the time is done, and if you need more time you can set more time, but otherwise it takes care of it for you. So for me that's worth the cost. And so the trays just slide in. This is a loose fitting lid, and dehydrators just operate on a heat lamp and air blowing across the plants. I think this is extremely effective. And the Excaliburs, this is an old one, but they come in all different sizes depending upon what kind of work you're doing. I'm mostly preserving for my own use, so I don't need the biggest one ever, but I do use it all the time. So I'm just going to slide these trays of oregano in with some of the other things that I am currently dehydrating. I'm taking out my yarrow, which is almost done, and getting my oregano in there. And easy peasy. Put the front on, it's set to 95 degrees, and I'm going to run it for 8 hours, at which point I'll check it to see how it's doing. If it needs more than 8 hours, I'll set it up again. So I don't have a relationship with Excalibur, but I did want to talk to you about how it is I preserve my plants, and this is just one of many options. I just happen to like this one. So Excaliburs obviously can be bought directly from the company, but you can also get them through Amazon. I was just looking at Amazon, and there's a link in my description to how to get this easily right through Amazon.